Y'all Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the
Y'all come on in, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Our Point of View. It's Wednesday night. It's time to get our what? Just. We got time to talk about some things and all that, you know. Coco, hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
We in it?
We in it.
Okay.
You painted tonight, baby.
Girl, yeah, because I got to go to work
the
tonight,
bug
child.
is on tonight, baby.
I got to go to work, child. I got to go to work after this. Who in here? Hey, Devon. Hey, LeVar. Who else is in here? Shalonda. Diamond, you back, just. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Armani, Kenya. Everybody, click like, click share, click like, click share. Trinity K. Bonet is in the house. Cortland. And who else is there? And Goldie. Everybody, how y'all doing? There's Flavio in here. Well, hello, Flavio. How are you, Jess? And Dimitri. So y'all click like, click share, and everything like that. We're so glad to be back. I missed y'all last week, but guess what? You know, okay, girl got home from New Orleans and all that kind of stuff like that. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But, you know, things happen. And, you know, we didn't get to do our point of view last week, but we're going to catch up. Yeah, it's okay. We're going to catch up this week. And we're going to get our just this week, okay? Because we're going to talk about stuff that happened last week and this week. And so we're just going to do a little kitchen. Why is my computer doing that? So please don't start doing shows. Just really, we ain't in for all that tonight. Let me make sure I'm on the right. Okay, I'm on the right Wi-Fi and all that. Am I Glamazon in here? I didn't see her. Hey, Janet. So you know, I've been talking about since I'm queen. Well, it happens before queen, but since I'm queen, you know, the queen has to have a royal puppy, just like the president. You know, they get them a dog, and the queen had her dog.
All royals have dogs.
All royals have dogs. Mm-hmm. So as of last week, and I know you guys have seen it. Hey, Jason, as of last week, let me introduce you to the royal puppy. Say hi, everybody, to cute. Oh, this is cute. This is Prince. Say hi to Prince. This is my baby Prince. Say hey, Prince. Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. I want to thank Sydney and Jeffrey Cuevas. They gave me my little baby last week. Oh, he's so cute.
That baby sweet.
I love him. He's the sweetest little thing, child.
Okay.
So he went today to have his little shots and stuff.
Okay.
But so tell everybody hi, Prince. You know, the queen have to have her a royal puppy, so his name is Prince Shevis.
Okay.
Okay, so but we call him Prince because you got to respect the prince. You know, you don't get to call him by his government.
Okay.
You call him a prince because he's a prince.
He's a prince.
He's a prince.
He
Look at my
really
baby.
is. He's so cute.
He's so cute. So yeah, and so welcome Prince here. Cause we're gonna put you down so I get to talking and all that kind of stuff like that and playing with him. And but yeah, that's my baby. So y'all will be getting to see the Prince Chronicles and stuff around here. Also, last week, me and my king went to International Vogue in Memphis. I had an amazing time. That was my first time there. Everybody was so nice. Deja looked beautiful. I got to see a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a minute. Chatham walks. We talk about these walks all the time. If I tell you it was in the blink of an eye, before you know it, it was over.
It was over.
It was over, girl.
Quick like that.
It was quick like that, girl. It was 2 seconds and but I had a really, really good time. And shout out to Keetrick and Chris putting on a wonderful contest and everybody that I got to see and meet and talk to and all that kind of stuff like that. And also from there, I went to New Orleans with my promoters in New Orleans, Rayshawn and Adam, and did a brunch there at Up and Adam. If y'all ever in New Orleans, please check out Up and Adam. Up and Adam Eats on Canal Street is amazing time. So the brunch was the second brunch they had, and this was our setup in the back. Y'all see, they had all the good shit. They had all the good stuff lined up for the folks at the brunch. And yeah, that's liquor. That's real liquor. That's liquor. That's not the well. That's not down in the tray by the ice.
That's what gets you drunk.
Yeah, that's what got me crunk. Yes, ma'am. And met some wonderful ladies that at Queen when I won, and then they brought some of their friends back, and they came to the brunch, and it was so much fun. So we're working on a brunch for April. So if you're in New Orleans or want to come to New Orleans that Sunday, when we set the date for that, y'all come on down for that. And then I went to Mardi Gras on that Tuesday and ran into Mr. Black America and Maya Monroe and girl, I just slipped my mind. Lawrence, girl, I was going to call her Oliver. Jean. So yeah, child, and, we had a really good time. Child got all kind of beads and got hit in the head with a coconut. Got drunk all night. Child, we had a really good time. And this past Sunday, I was in Dallas for the Icon show given by the icon herself, Tasha Cole, former Miss America, former Entertainer of the Year. She has an Icon show at least 3 times a year, and she gets icons to do the show. And I was on her very first show, and this was her 13th or 14th one. And she never had anybody back. I was the first person she had back. And it was her birthday. It was Casanova's birthday and the icon Dina Jacobs' birthday. And we had an amazing time. It was a great show. And at the end of the show, I was presented a piece of art by Visions of Flavio. And I've been given some things before, some drawings and all that kind of stuff, but this right here is absolutely beautiful. So I can thank him so much for this beautiful piece of artwork. His name is Flavio Benavides Jr. I hope I said that name. Benavides. And but it's a beautiful piece of artwork. That's the picture of me, Cassie, Dina, Bubba. I forgot. I'm sorry, Bubba. Bubbalicious was there, and Tasha at S4 in Dallas. And this is the artwork right here. And it's made out of paper. And all of this is like cut out individual. It's like cardboard or something like that. So this
that's really nice.
This is not a drawing. It's an actual cut
it's
out.
Like Fabergé.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's gorgeous. That's sickening.
So thank you so much. Y'all can follow him on Facebook and Instagram. Hit him up if you want one. It's a beautiful piece of artwork. I can't wait to show my mom. Then I'm gonna hang it. And it also comes with a certificate of authenticity. And you can follow him on Visions by Flavio on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and get your dish. Welcome to the Vivid Dog. This is artwork. It's original created 100% by hand. Your artwork should be kept under glass. Keep away from direct sunlight. I sure will. I sure will. So thank you so much, Flavio. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love you for the beautiful piece of artwork. And I will be back in Dallas this Sunday for the Davenport Takeover in Fort Worth. I just remember because I thought I was going to be off this weekend, but it's going to be a Davenport weekend in Fort Worth. I'll be there. Armani will be there. Collections Davenport will be there. Akiria, Sapphire, Kennedy, all her kids and some of her grandkids will be there. And y'all can check us out on there. I'm sure somebody will be going live and doing all the things to show off them Davenport China because they some teeth. Okay. They some teeth. And don't forget Black America is also coming up in a couple of weeks. So shout out to Mr. Black America, Miss Black America, and Benny. And I'm sure y'all will be down in Atlanta for that. March 17th, 18th, and 19th in Atlanta, Georgia. And shout out to Valentino and the beautiful Ebony on a Wonderful Rain also. And then Glamorous is also on the 19th and 20th in Orlando, Florida. And that's Bobby Iman and Roxy Andrews will be giving up the title there. You know, it's a solo talent. So we're finna see who's going to be the talented boy or girl on that weekend. So good luck to everybody, and we will see who will be the winners of these pageants in a couple of weeks, and we're going to talk about that when we get back. And then tonight I got to want to work at Eagle, and I will be there. So we're going to get this moving right along. And if y'all want to advertise with us here at Our Point of View, hit me up in my inbox, and we will definitely get you advertised right here at Our Point of View. And and go subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube and catch up on your just on Our Point of Views and all that kind of stuff. Let's welcome in right now our panelists. Let's welcome in Dominique Sanchez.
Unmute, baby.
You mute, Jim.
Hi, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, darling. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we banged tonight. She part of that Davenport clan too. Yeah, she part of that. Yeah, we banging it tonight. Yes, ma'am. Hey, sister, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm really good.
Let's welcome in Neil Dupree.
Hello.
Hello, Neil. Hello.
What's going on, ladies?
Oh, nothing, child. Just living a lavish life of being a what they told me I was a vlogger.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had to do a what is it? Where you write down all your stuff.
Okay.
And I said, what am I? A blogger, a podcaster, a blogger? What
every time on mute.
Huh?
Andre said I'm every time on mute.
Oh, you always mute, girl. Neil, what's going on? How was your week? But we've been gone for 2 weeks. How you been, child?
Who's that?
You.
Oh, I've been great. I mean, working. You know, my school was like, we didn't have a principal. We haven't had a principal since December because our principal retired. And one of my like closest work friends applied for the position, and she got the position out of 67 people. So I was so happy for her. So
congratulations to her.
So that was work, and then personal life. I had a fabulous time last weekend in Utah. I went to All-Star Weekend.
Oh, how was it?
Amazing. I want to go back to Salt Lake City.
You don't want to go back?
I do want to go back. It was beautiful. The mountains, the snow. It was just really. You
might
really
want to
fun.
go back there when it ain't nothing to do.
Yes, because we partied the whole time.
Yeah, because I'm not. Hey, Brooke, because I used to live in I lived an hour away from Salt Lake in Wendover, Nevada, and there was nothing between Wendover and Salt Lake City. The nearest McDonald's was 99 miles away from Wendover.
No.
That McDonald's was maybe a mile or two away from the state line of Salt Lake. I mean, the city line of Salt Lake.
It was probably expensive.
And oh my God. And then we had ran out of gas in between that.
Oh no.
I was at the Clyde shop with LaWanda, and we had went, and all in the, we had went to the movies to see Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and just so happened to run out of gas on the way back to Wendover for the show. Oh
No.
Now, Dominique, what you been up to?
You know, same old work. Today was Sean's birthday, so
Oh, is it?
yes, it is.
Happy birthday, nephew. Where he at? Because I'm sure he's somewhere close.
Honey, he right here.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Sean.
birthday.
They said
Y'all
happy birthday.
Y'all tell my nephew happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
I'm sure. Hey, Corey. I'm sure Trina's on set and something like that because none of us heard from him. But I had a good time with Trent at in Memphis. I got to see Trent. He judged the pageant. If I tell you that Trent is a complete and absolute nut. Do you hear me? We had so much fun, child, in Memphis in between breaks and stuff. So it was good to see. It was good to see Trent. And I ran into BJ also. BJ was doing one of the contestants. So shout out to BJ. And who else I got? I got to see everybody. Everybody, y'all be at the pageants, honey. I don't know if I'm be able to make it to all of that stuff. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to one of our viewers, Katina. I forgot we had a picture. We ran into her. She said she was going to come to the pageant, and she sure came, and she brought her sister. She drug her sister out to the pageant also. She had a really good time. So shout out to Katina, and thank you for all the support, girl. We appreciate you, okay, Jill?
Yes.
Ma'am. I'm surprised she's not even in here tonight. She probably watching Savannah. Speaking of Savannah Westbrook, y'all follow her on TikTok and all that stuff like that, because she doing her thing over there on Wednesdays, and then they come on over here to Hey You, I Love You crew. So it's time for hot topics, because we got a lot to talk about. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, niece. We got a lot to talk about, child. And we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Congratulations to them and their NAACP Image Award. The NAACP Image Awards was this past Sunday. Was it Sunday?
I think so.
I think Sunday.
Sunday, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
25th, whenever that was. That was the 25th. That's when it was. Whoever that was. So congratulations to them. And Gabrielle gave a remarkable speech when they got their award, and everybody was looking like kind of gagged though, like that, because she was going off. She completely going off, and what I loved, it was being Mary Jane.
Baby.
Cause girl, she was looking at them people like, yeah, and I see y'all looking at me like, and then when she would say certain things, and and that's when you're supposed to clap, because she said something, prominent right there.
Yeah.
And they was kind of hesitant to clap, like,
yeah.
Then everybody want to start clapping. But I think that put some fire in her too. And she was like, so are we gonna fight for all, or we gonna fight for some? And when she said that, I was like, yeah, call them out, because we all, y'all say Black Lives Matter, our lives matter too. Our lives matter, our rights matter. So if we gonna fight for all, or we gonna fight for all, or we gonna fight for some. Hey, Trent.
Hey.
Welcome. We were just talking about you. Now we're talking about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade when they received their speech the other night. When they received their award and they gave their speech the other night. And so what did you think, Neil? Did you watch? Did you see it?
I did not see it at all. I recorded it, but Saturday night I was at the Georgia Continental Prelim looking at my good friend Stephen compete.
congratulations to Stephen compete for Georgia premiere. He's going to Continental. He was wonderful. But did you see it, Dominique?
I did.
What did you?
I thought it was amazing. I just love how just how unapologetic she is about what she says. And and it was just kind of like, because he gave his speech first, and then it got to her, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm really grateful, but listen to this part."
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she really, because I don't think anybody had ever turned the mirror around and made them look at themselves before at such a major Black event. And I think that they were almost in shock, but it's also very telling at the same time that we still aren't where we need to be as it relates to the Black community and the gay community.
Trent, did you see it?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it, but I saw. You always show little sound bites down your timeline and stuff, and I got a chance to see it. Some of Dwayne's speech, I thought it was brave. Number one, to have a child that's of trans experience and to be from this uber masculine sports, who come from this uber masculine sports game, right? And a lot of times, straight fathers disown their kids when they find out they're gay. This goes a little further. She found out that she feel like a girl. I'm a girl. I'm no longer your son. I'm your daughter. And for him to support that and forget about all the noise he hear around him and people coming out saying everything they want to say, I think that is so commendable. I think he's a stand-up guy, because a lot of times people don't have to understand this. They just got to respect us for our choices,
I thought it was very brave. And what the back, I guess, because she transitioning, that's probably like why they're getting, and so young, that's why they're getting the backlash. But when EJ did what she did, ain't nobody really say nothing about that. The Magic Johnson's child.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just that he had a gay child that wear girl clothes.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really understand it, but they not getting as much flack as Gabrielle and Dwayne was getting from some people. And the mother of Zaya was trying to contest, or took them to court, so she cannot get her name changed and her gender marker changed. And she won not the mother, but Zaya won, and she got her name changed and her gender marker changed.
Put up Nicole's comment. She said, "But we can't keep expecting everyone else to conform to our agenda." I would like to know more about that statement.
But we can get everybody to respect us. That's the thing. Like they're not respecting us. Look, the transition real now. She coming along.
Mm-hmm. She's really beautiful.
I give her 3 more years and she gonna be something to tell the story.
Baby, listen.
She gonna be modeling and everything, and she gonna be because her stepmama be.
Her dad's face, she gonna be nice.
Huh?
When she shed, like a snake shed the skin. When she shed her dad's face all the way, she gonna really be nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Huh? Okay. I didn't know she was in there. Yeah. Hi, Trinity.
Hey, Neil sent me the link. Shit, I wasn't doing that.
I was looking like, who is that down in there? I think that's Trinity.
I thought I'm still miserable.
I'm happy for her. I think had I been was able to transition at a young age, and I would have wanted to do it too. Because I knew at a young age what I wanted to be. I knew how I felt. I knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at a very young age. And
to have your family support. I mean, how often do we see that? To have the parents that you live with to have their full support.
And buy you jacket hair.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it is amazing. I don't want to negate the mother. Like, I would love to hear from the biological mother and, like, hear her side, because she still has a say, although, it didn't work out in her favor this time, but I still would love to hear from her perspective as well. Because I'm sure this experience is traumatic for the whole family.
I want to know what it is too, because of the fact that Zaya lives with them. How long has Zaya been with them? We ain't never heard nothing about this mama until Zaya started transitioning. When Zaya started transitioning, that's when mama popped out. He's been a basketball player for years.
That's what I would love. I don't even know how the lady look. Like, I would love to just like to hear more from.
So, we don't even know the dynamic of the relationship with her and Zaya. So that's why I'm like, why are you trying to control this young lady's life? And we don't, and from us looking at it, like, you're not even right. You don't have nothing to do with it. He raised her.
Yeah. But the thing with parenting, there's no one right way to parent. And I believe that most parents still want the best interest of their child. So that's why I want to hear more of the mother's standpoint, because I think a lot of people, we rally behind an ally and we love Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, but I still would like to hear like that other perspective as well.
I remember hearing about the him having getting custody. I read about it or something like that. I remember reading up on that. But Terry Lynn say it's a hard pill for her to swallow because she's losing her biological son. She lost that when he got custody of her.
Who taught her how to tuck? You think Dwayne?
Oh.
Child, probably Gabrielle, because she gave me some real.
Give you top teas, don't she?
Yes.
Oh my God.
They say she's bitter towards him because of the divorce, and she always trying to buy him. I wonder what the relationship is like between her and Gabrielle. And Gabrielle she run the whole.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
I can see that too.
Yeah, she runs everything, honey. I want to say congratulations to Celia Cruz. She is the first Afro-Latina to be on U.S. currency. So I think that's amazing. The Afro-Latina superstar, Celia Cruz. Did you ever find a picture of her? Oh, there she go. Come on, Layla LaRue and Loretta. She is hair.
Yes, come on.
Is that
a Latina Pat LaBelle?
Yes, ma'am. That's Latina Pat LaBelle, honey. When they did that, I'm just nose has one out. If they did that little number together, they did that song together. If I tell you they hollered at each other, some type of terrible. They hollered at each other, some type of terrible. Honey. But I think that's sickening that she's being notarized and being on U.S. currency. So we talked about this on the show with the drag ban that they trying to go around and start everywhere. And Tennessee has passed this drag ban, and it's starting to go in other states now. And saying that Tennessee passes the bill that will ban drag shows on public property. So today, I was on the phone with someone and they told me they told me that somebody once said on their live that they started it here. But these are some of the places that are criminalizing trans or gender nonconforming people to perform in public places. And so they were saying that it's been passed here, but it ain't been passed here. I haven't done that research on that. But That's absolutely crazy. And then they read up on it and said that what it is you have to be 18 years old in order to come in. And like if it's a brunch, it can't be outside on a patio in like the front where children can walk by and see. But they can watch TV and see RuPaul's.
Well, the thing is,
Tyler
like
Perry.
the kids that they're trying to shelter or think they're shelter, these kids are getting everything from their phones. These kids know everything from their phones. Like, I mean, just they Instagram, just they can Google anything. It's like so. It's
my little cousin Harmony, when she was 3 years old, she know how to go to YouTube and find Old Town Road. I had a video I gave. So they can get anything, but so y'all trying to stop them from going into drag shows.
Let's take it back before phones. I started doing drag at 13. I was in nightclub. Matter of fact, before I went to clubs,
How
we would
old?
have house pageants. We would have house pageants at my house.
You had no business with blush on at 13.
I had a full Mac makeup, getting dresses off of eBay. Like this was like I was on lockphotos.com pulling pictures of drag queens up and shit. Like I was finding ways to learn what it is that I was interested in. It was just an immediate interest for me as a child. I knew then this is what I wanted to be. There was no way stopping me. And then at 16, I wanted to perform and I knew I couldn't. So I moved to Atlanta. I left home and I performed and nobody knew my age. Nobody knew who I was. They're going to do what they want to do. It is butts.
They trying to pass it here too. But
you should have been in a Mac makeup at 13.
Well, now,
when
what
I was,
she should have been in?
look at me now. Oh,
Bobby Brown.
No. Veronica didn't play that. My mom was a scammer back then, so she.
Bobby Brown makeup and makeup.
Exactly. Janet, yeah, they can't pass a bill for gun control, but you can try to pass them and like trying to pass them quick too.
Mm-hmm.
Try to pass them real quick. Like push this through, hair up and push this through. Of course, the patio really shouldn't count the private protest as part of the establishment. I can't take a drink off the patio onto the sidewalk, so they need to pick what's public and what and that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is true.
Well, I also think that this at this point now the people with voices who are in this industry. I'm an advocate for certain things, but this is something very serious, and it's it has something to do with my career, my livelihood at this point. So, any way I could help, I definitely want, because this is some real shit.
It's affecting everybody.
All of those people bring their regular ass kids to brunch, to a drag brunch.
It's the people that work at these venues. If these clubs and stuff have to close down, or like the straight people who vendor these venues or these events.
But they offended by children being in the drag venue watching drag shows. I went to go get my nails done today. I was offended by the little snotty nosed baby with all the food on his face and stuff. That offended me and my girlfriend.
So they ain't passing them. Yeah.
I wanted him out. And he want to come sit all up on right over here. I love babies. I love them. But you smelling like pee, you got snot residue and your hands dirty and all that. You want to come and play on the chair. I was offended. But I can't stop them from going taking their little snot nose baby to the nail shop and put them out because I'm trained. Nicole say, what age do you allow children to make these lifelong decisions? That's not up to us. That's up to the parent.
Correct.
And how they choose to raise their child.
I do think it's up to the parent, but I think it should be up to the parent. The same way, like if a child goes to the emergency room or anything medical happens, if a child is under a certain age, the parent has to consent to these things. So You know, it's different things. I think
And
some
the
parents
parents
might
have to consent to it. So that's what Nicole says. So
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
age
that's what I think.
make the
I
lifelong
think it's up to the parent.
up to the parent.
Yeah.
So
Because as a parent, you know your child better than anybody.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because just like with Sean, we have those conversations. We have those crucial conversations. So anything that he desires to do, I mean, he's not trying to get dragged, at least not yet. But but whatever he wants to do, we have those conversations. So of course, I think it should be a decision between the parent and the child. This is just governmental overreaching to me.
Yeah, and we have all these other things that they could be talking about or laws we are trying to pass, but they worried about drag influencing children. Like
Influencing what though?
And you can look at a child sometimes and tell the little motherfucker gay. Like it don't take a rocket goddamn scientist. Shit, they knew what the fuck was wrong with me when I was a child. Shit, they knew that motherfucker gonna be gay. I heard that shit so goddamn much. But you can't express yourself. You can't do this. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne's situation ain't everybody's situation. You know what I'm saying? This is specific to them. They're not telling you to go out and change your daughter's name, but what they saying is respect the process. That if your child is telling you they feel a certain way, then go ahead and listen. Don't come bringing no holy oil and praying it out of them and having the preacher to baptize them in chicken grease and shit. Listen to your child.
But kids are very flip-floppy. So the parents' decision, the parents are an important factor to me because although some people like Trinity from age 13, you knew this was what it was. But someone who's dealing with, who I see kids every day, they can feel one way one day, and the next day or the next week, they be a whole different thing. Mm-hmm. So, the parent has to have a sound reasoning behind it because you're doing what's best for your child, not for the moment. Like my concern with parents and certain things, I hope you're not doing it to be liked or friends with your kids because that would be the wrong reason to just be going with the flow with your kids.
Most definitely, just to be, but I don't see.
But my other piece to this is that who makes that type of decision just to be liked? Because when kids find out that you're gay or whatever, because you're not liked.
Well, yeah, not just that. I'm just saying, like some parents. Well, not just that reason. I'm just saying, parenting. When you're parenting to be liked and friends with your kids, that's when things get dangerous. Because
Trevor said there are adults who regret transitioning, and so that's a moot point. But those individuals to transition late in life, they didn't transition as a child either. I knew that this is what I wanted for myself. So when I was able to do it and find out ways to do it, I did it. I didn't do it for the show. I didn't do it for people influencing me to do it. I didn't do it because my kids paid for titties and all that kind of stuff. Because multiple people have done those things, and that's why they got that. They saw an easier way to do drag, so they got their bodies done. That's not what a trans person is. So some people transition because of influence.
Entertainment.
To be a girl. I knew when I was a kid that I was different. So I knew this is what I wanted. So I would never, and I'm thinking, what age was that? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was probably like in the 3rd grade, punching with boys.
But that's the conversation.
Maybe 2nd grade. I'll never forget. Got caught. Yeah, got caught. It was me and the boy that lived across the street from my godmother.
And I'll never forget, I was home from school one day and my mom them left me at home. I was looking through the phone book, calling different cosmetic surgery places asking them how much would it cost for me to get a sex change. And I was like 12 years old then, because I knew that that's what I wanted to do.
My grandmother called me on church on the den on Sunday while she was getting dressed. I was playing on her lucite polka dot pumps, dancing to Something in the Way You Make Me Feel to Stephanie Mills performing it. When Love is a Battlefield came out, I knew the whole routine. My cousin turned to me and she said, "You gay?" I said, "No, why you asking me that?"
Bye-bye.
And she said, "Oh,
But this is
that makes me gay."
Yes.
This is my question, or something that I always ask. Think about people who have grown up in households where they had no access to anything homosexual or any influence for them to say that I wanted to be a girl, but they keep constantly saying to themselves, "I don't feel right. Something isn't right. I'm not supposed to be this." If I'm telling you that I don't feel like I'm in my right body, then I'm telling, like, where is it? Nobody influenced this. Like, this is genuinely how I feel. I don't know a lot of people. I know people who have transitioned for the industry or for certain reasons, but I also know a lot of people who did transition later on in their lives because they came from an environment where they could not even speak that type of conversation to anybody around them because it would be off with their heads.
And even like when I did open up to my boy, when my mama told me she knew I was gay and stuff because she told me, and that's when everything just opened up, the floodgates are open. That's how she became like mother to everybody because of the parents that wouldn't accept their kids, and you know they needed somebody to talk to, and so she was that mother for them because she was loving for me. So she never wanted a child to feel like there was no one that they could talk to or have a mother like figure. So she tried to be that for like everybody, you know. So it and I get it. It's hard, you know, for people to transition without the support of parents and family members. Because my family didn't agree, but I don't give a damn, and I didn't. Because I'm still gonna be me. What you saying, Neil?
Oh no, I was just looking at one of our topics coming up, and I was about to go into that topic because it kind of transitions into that about Bootsy.
Right. So Bootsy said he loves his daughter, but does not accept her being gay. I don't get that. I don't get, so how you gonna love her but not love her wholly? Are we gonna love some of you? Or are we gonna love all of you?
I think black people and black people in the South are very conservative and traditionalist. And black people, we want to stay woke about a lot of things except homosexuality, trans things. Like, we don't want to stay woke about those things. We want black people to stay woke about all the other things. And so, you know, it goes past just this one individual, because I think it's how you're raised, what's embedded in you. Because if something is embedded in you as a child and your beliefs and you grow up with it, it's hard to change people's ways. And some people can love you and not. I can love you. Like, I have an uncle, I can love him, but I don't accept, I don't really like that he's out here and doing crack and living place to place, or don't live nowhere. So I don't think it's far-fetched.
I also don't think, like, look, if he say he loves his child, look, that's enough. As long as he's a father and show up when he needs to be as a father, that's it. Like Nicole said, you don't have to push your agenda on other people. He don't have to show up to the gay club. He don't have to be friends with her friends. He don't have to do any of those things, because I don't want to be in his friend's face. I don't hang out with straight people. My whole environment is my community by choice, because I don't have nothing to talk about really with those people, you know. And like, I also would not ever want to bring my friends or my lover around my family when I know how they are. And it's not my place to make you accept the people that I choose to bring into my life. I just need you to respect me. and that's enough, but not like blatantly disowning me, disrespecting me, calling me out, calling me a lesbian and a dyke and all that on the internet. He was respectful. He said, "I love my child. We're gonna be there for her, but I don't accept it." And I think that's what is gonna get all the shit.
You in turn though down her community and what she stand for.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So,
all the shit
and Giselle say, do you have to accept everything about someone just because you love them? No, you don't have to accept everything about them, but it's your child. And so how, if you're talking about them, you're talking about me.
But so, I mean, I can understand that, because I think my mother is overly accepting of my friends, the girlfriends, my trans people, because my father is not overly accepting. Like my father, I can call him right now or anytime and ask him for something, and he's gonna do it and provide for me. That does not mean that my father wants to meet and hang out with you, because he's just not that person. And I wouldn't bring if Boosie was my daddy, I wouldn't bring him around nobody in my community.
I would want to be around Boosie.
The damage is done. Like the damage is done. I'm fearful that's your daddy anyway, bitch. Like I'm kind of like questioning him, you coming around him anyway. So
because the nasty things that he has said about the community, you believe that about your own child, to me, because the people you talking about, you don't know them, but you know her.
He ain't never really blast no lesbians. He always talked about boys.
But isn't he the one that said he had some grown woman performing oral sex on his son?
Yeah.
Isn't he that one?
Yeah,
but that gives
so that's okay to do to a young child.
They'll never see anything wrong with that.
Right.
You know, I think what the word has got misconstrued is that we're not trying to force our agenda on anyone. I think what we're trying to ask for in this world is to let us have our norm. This is our norm. You know, the trans community, the gay community, everybody, this is our norm. We don't need to be singled out every time we go somewhere. That's a man, or that's to this, that's to that. Oh, you gay, and this. We don't need to be singled out. Gay people ain't going nowhere. If you think back to slavery too, and you know, back in the Jim Crow era, they treated black people the same way. It was always something about us, just because we was black. They didn't know why they hated us. They didn't look into our hearts. They didn't understand our mindset or anything. They automatically was taught that we were bad people and we deserved to be their slaves or their maids or stuff like that. We get past that hurdle, and now here go the gay community, and we're going through the same thing, just in a different setting. You know what I'm saying? People mad at us because I had a conversation with an older lady. She said, why would people want to be a girl and go through all this stuff we go through and have, you know, the hot flashes and this, that, and then try to take our men? I say, well, you got it twisted. No one's trying to take your men, because who's for you is for you. Who's for them is for them. We're trying to walk through this world and say, hey, I deserve to be here. I deserve to have any job I want to. I deserve to sit on boards if I want to, of high esteemed places. You know what I'm saying? So that's all we're asking for. We're not asking for you to make your child feel like us. We're not asking for you to have sex with us, to worry about what we do in our bedroom, to worry about who we sleeping with. That's not your problem. Treat me like a human being. That's all I am. That's what we asked for back in the day. Even now, as Black Americans, we asking people to treat us like we matter. Black lives matter. That's all we're asking. We're not saying nobody else's life don't matter. We're just saying that we get it the hardest. Gay people get it hard. You know,
black men.
They get it hard, and especially a black man. A black man can't love a trans woman, because you know what? All of his buddies are make him feel like the lowest man on the block, the lowest man in the city. You know, we have to. It's the mindset that's so misconstrued and messed up. People got to get their mind right. Understand what we're here for. We're here for a short amount of time, not a long time, a good time.
On borrowed time.
And I'm not gonna spend my life being miserable because I can't be who I want to be. I know a couple of people who are gay and can't come out. You know, I know people, we all make mistakes. So some people may transition and find out, hey, that's not what I want to do. That happens. But we're talking about the majority of people who feel that something is different about them, who don't even know how to express this feeling because they're afraid of what the world will say. Because when you tell your parents, they put you out, they put you in the street, what do you think the world gonna do? Who can you depend on? You know, we just asking for our lane. Let this be us. Because
I think some people are like fearful. I'm talking heterosexual men or women, whoever, fearful of the things that are unknown to them because you have this stereotype of what you think the lifestyle is about and what you think these people are doing, and you don't even go and see it. Like my mother was one of those type of individuals. Like at first they wasn't really buying it, but I like forced it down them like Aja, Nicole, Raquel, Naisha, all of them. My mom, I said, in the houses, done did things like, you know, and the more she was around it, the more it became her norm for me. But when you're not around it, I think people can assume all the stereotypes they've been told because they don't have a face to put with the stereotype. You just say, I believe these people are this way. So once you're around it and you become more familiar with it, then your guards are let down more and you become more understanding to the situation.
I watch a lot of like shit on YouTube. I just kind of came up with my own little theory about just racism and then also just our lifestyle when it comes to like transgender people and everything. You ever realize that people in power ain't attractive? You ever thought about that? People in power are not attractive. And I said to myself, them white people went over to Africa and saw all these big, black, strong, black, sweaty, big dick men and looked at themselves and said, well, what happened to us? and then they brought us back over to America and then made us feel like what we looked like was wrong. And then just like completely brainwashed everybody into thinking that something was wrong with these people. And then I also feel the same way when it comes to transgender people. I think that people look at transgender women and they say, well, this individual has created herself into being the perfect image of a woman, and men find this attractive. And now I have to compete with this because I look the way that I look. And now all of these women are walking around looking or getting all these alterations to look.
But you know, I tell my friend, I have a.
I could be wrong. Friend. I mean, I'm just giving my theory, but I just feel like it's becoming like a pattern. Like you can't tell the difference anymore.
But do y'all realize that trans women get it more than anybody? Mm-hmm. Trans men don't get it at all.
At all.
Chaz Bono had transitioned years ago. And then get the flack that, you know, a trans woman would have gotten. You know, that didn't get the flack that Caitlyn Jenner got.
That girl Kendra just had a trans man on her show. And Kendra was ear to ear smiling. She couldn't believe it. Oh my God, I just can't believe that you, and mind you, that he was gorgeous. He was gorgeous. But, like, but he was a trans man.
It's not.
Marquise Wilson. But all the trans women that have been on her show, she have read them for filth.
The Marquise Wilson that plays on sitcoms and stuff, and Brian, I can't think of Brian last name. He's the actor on 911 Lone Star. You know, they don't get, you know, that kind of flack for being who they are and their transition. Yeah, they getting work. They on sitcoms, national syndicated sitcoms. Yeah. You know, and it takes a lot of work, and I'm sure it took them a long time too, and a lot of hard work to get what they are. But they don't get, you know, the backlash that a trans woman get. Caitlyn Jenner called hell. To be who she wanted to be, and it took her a long time. She had to wait till she was 97.
And I think people was mad because they gave her Woman of the Year. She hadn't even been a Woman of the Year.
Yeah, they was mad about that.
It was angry.
I don't know if Kendra homophobic. I'm not gonna say that.
Who is Kendra?
Who is Kendra?
She work on a radio show, but she does these dating shows on Facebook. And she always like, you know, like people just call in and she asks a bunch of questions, and she can be very that way. But when trans women call in, she asks just the dumbest questions, stuff that she already know, but she say it anyway. And I don't mean to be offensive, but blase, this and that. But when the trans man called in and he told her what was up, she was like, I just don't believe it. And she was just like so jittery and, you know, into it. And I was like, well, damn, what is energy at for these beautiful trans women that call in to your show? Like, it don't be the same way.
White trans women definitely have Alan different than black trans women. So we'll move on with the next topic. I seen that. I mean, they trying to erase everything now. I guess they working on trying to erase African American history in schools. We talked about that on the show, and that was a big thing at the NAACP Image Awards also. And speaking of the NAACP Image Awards, I'm going to give a shout out to Cortez for being nominated. And he didn't win the category. He was nominated, so that's a big feat in itself. Lizzo won for the category, but shout out to him. But I saw that Harry Styles they trying to deem him the new king of pop. You can't replace Michael Jackson, baby. I don't care what you do.
Well, kings die, and new kings are coming, but he ain't it.
Kings die, but
he ain't.
And
they shouldn't even be in the same sentence together.
Right.
You know, you can't. No. Now he's done some good things and made some good music, but you ain't done what Michael Jackson has done. So
you might be the same color with the same haircut, but you ain't on Mike.
He might be the same color. He might be the same. He's the same color as Michael Jackson.
I mean, you know, I'm kind of like divided on it because I don't think, you know, Michael Jackson. He was that title, and he is like Michael Jackson. And it's hard to compete with a dead person too. Like, it's hard to compete with a dead person because people put this dead person on such a high pedestal.
No, it's plenty of dead motherfuckers, but Mike really deserves that pedestal.
He does, but like Trinity said, I do believe that every king or queen or whoever, like somebody else comes along, and it might not be on the same level or X, Y, and Z, but you know, somebody has to be the next great thing.
But he ain't even got that yet.
But
That's what I'm talking about. So you can't even. How y'all gonna make him that? And he have not done anything that has compared to Michael Jackson yet.
Well,
Michael Jackson is a global sensation, like coast to coast, country to country, bitch. Every like aspect of the world knows who this man was.
Listen,
people killed themselves when he died.
Yeah,
like,
see, things are different now. Like you can't compare. To me, I can't compare what somebody did in the 80s or 90s to what somebody's doing now because
yes, you can.
I think people comparing different people. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Let people have their lane and let people do their thing.
Well, there are standards that's set.
Okay.
And once you reach a standard, then people try to live by that standard. Right. So we're talking about Michael Jackson, who set a huge standard.
Yeah,
so what he did was so revolutionary that it has lasted all the way up to now, decades after the music was dropped, and it's still just as good now than it was when it dropped.
Right. I'm not saying that he should be. I'm not saying he's on the same level. I'm not saying he's on the same level, but I don't like comparing people.
Well, that's what we do.
It's a different time because Michael Jackson, that was before social media. These people.
Okay, Neil. Well, what you saying is correct. Fine. We're not gonna compare nobody. We still ain't found a new king of pop. How about that?
And you know who was gearing up to be the next Michael Jackson? That would be Chris Brown.
Show was
with Rihanna. So whatever they did, what happened with Rihanna knocked him off paths. Chris Brown is one of the most talented dancers, artists, musicians around. He could have been the next Michael Jackson, and if he's just as talented as not like Harry Styles. We didn't know who the fuck he was until he got Album of the Year. I know I didn't.
Speaking of Chris Brown, Kylie from 3L, Keely. That's how you say that, Keely. Keely from 3LW. Chris Brown has a new song out with Chloe from Chloe and Haley, and Keely made a post about Chris Brown saying that he's using black women to for this post. She said, "Let him come out with his own record, so genius, so captivating that it makes us all forget he beats women. He can't, so he won't." So what does he do? He slowly creeps back into the mainstream by getting small nods for features on Black women's merit. Black women who are more talented, more worthy, but give him the okay. She said she's swatting and all that. So she read him about using doing the song with Chloe.
Mhm.
He snapped back at her and told me he's so tired of her broken promises, and called her Miss Choo Choo and all that kind of stuff like that. I don't think that was the case, you know, because it's songs that Chris Brown got by himself that I didn't even know that was his. And Chris Brown sounds different on a lot of his stuff. He don't
Chris
sound
Brown also, every CD that he done had
himself.
the last few
Some of
CDs
the
Chris
stuff
Brown
that he
had,
did, I didn't even think was him.
because he done had 44 songs on the last few CDs. He make songs with 30 songs on the CD. Chris Brown is a genius.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
so
If
I'm
we really
like-
want to talk about. And I don't know, Chevelle, if you saw, he even went above her. And Chris Brown said, y'all still mess with me about something that happened when I was 17 years old. And what he did, he really did have time today. Chris Brown went on his page and he put pictures of all the white actors and people that was in Hollywood who has domestic violence cases against their wives and girlfriends. And we
Women
still,
and everything.
these people still, they never bring it back up. They get higher paid movies and everything. It's us who hold on to stuff. We hate to see each other move on and evolve. You know, like even in pageantry, we just be sitting there waiting on a girl to lose. Like, oh, I want her to lose so goddamn bad. Why can't she just be that good bitch? Why can't she just be that girl? You know, up your pussy. Come get her. You
I
know,
just want people not to judge someone by one instance or one event that happened in their lives. And you know, when you look at somebody, look at the totality of this person, not just one or two instances that this person had. Because all of us have had a bad day, all of us had a mistake that we probably regret, or something that happened that we wish didn't happen in our lives.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, even though, I mean, like, I don't condone anything that anybody does on that level, but I mean, we don't know what really happened. Just like that video I sent y'all yesterday when that woman popped that man.
Yeah.
He laid her out.
He laid her out.
I looked at that like 4 or 5 times.
He did lay her out and quick.
But you know, you can't hold them accountable for what they did, but you can't condemn them forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he hasn't been charged with anything.
Right.
You know, and nothing like that. But that's
right.
that
And
his
Riri
music
moved
don't have
on.
anything to do. And right, Rihanna moved on. So
Right.
you ain't talking about it no more. Hell, didn't they speak to each other or some shit?
They had started going back together.
Yeah, they started hanging out and everything after that.
Made a song called None of Y'all Business, Me and My Baby.
Don't nobody want to be bothered with you. And look, I did not. Oh my God. Baby, I'm on my podcast. You was fucking on my podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bye, text me.
That's what I was gonna say.
Keely, I don't know. I was wondering where the choo-choo thing came from, and I done went back and found out that Keely let, was it B2K or somebody to run the train on her?
Sis,
And
supposedly
she
all of
admitted
them.
it. She had fun. I ain't mad at it though, Jug. Get your jug.
I ain't mad at it either, because I was doing the same thing too.
All of them.
Yeah. She said, I promise.
Chris Brown issue is that that's not his only domestic violence case. And then there, you know, it's just the other stuff. And then the problem is that it's a black woman. Those white actors were beating on their white wives. It was a black woman. His fan base is going to be black women. And they're going to always remember that, especially the ones who have possibly dealt with domestic violence, came from a household from domestic
Them
violence.
the same
or
bitches
don't
who
wanna be part.
boyfriend beating on them right now.
Exactly, I
Them
get
niggas
that, but
agree.
they can't say nothing about their boyfriend, so why not take it out on him online?
I
But
think
wait,
niggas
ain't
are
nobody
cheating.
said nothing until Keely said something. They jamming to the
Oh no,
music.
they've been saying
But
something.
guess what? They still jamming to R. Kelly too.
Well, Keely only said something. Keely wasn't the first one who said something. They had been riding his ass since the release said that he was doing something with Chloe. She just happened to be somebody with a name who said
I'm just
something, and then it
understanding.
just resonated from that. But they
I
had
just don't
already had a
understand why
problem.
he can't do nothing with women though.
And the problem ain't even him. My issue is the problem that they have with Chloe. Y'all can't take that girl. They can't take that girl.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's just a whole lot. It's music. I told y'all I was in Memphis for International Bowl. You done fell out. What happened? Just like everybody got so much to say about Ike Turner, but nobody mentioned the fact that Tina Turner slept with somebody fucking husband.
Why she high? Why she high?
My soror is a mess.
Why she here, Ike? Why she here? Why? And if you gonna be with her, keep these damn kids. I'm out of here. Ike Jr. gone with your daddy. But I was in Memphis for International Bowl, and an incident happened, and Makai was not able to give up his title. And in that incident, him and Neo had an altercation, and so I'm sure y'all done heard the story about, he was supposed to wake up Neo, he didn't get the wake up call, and so they call and you didn't wake me up. Why you didn't wake me up? Bitch, I slapped the shit out of you on my dead daddy. If you slap the shit out of me on your dead daddy, you gonna be laying next to your dead daddy or where your dead daddy is. So, bitch, I'll drive over there and I'll slap the shit out of you. So I'm okay with bitch. I get over there and
Wow.
And now you can't give up your shit. So thank you, Trey Son. Then he gets on the phone and with Keetri, because Keetri called to check on him, and he goes off on Keetri. See, when I first got there to the page, before, better yet, when I got on my layover, it was like wildflower on the phone. So I knew what was going on when I got to the city. What I didn't realize until the opening went on that he wasn't there. So everybody was saying that they banned him from coming, but didn't know the backhand of it all. And I was one of the ones that was like, well, why they ban him? It didn't have nothing to do with Vogue. They weren't at the page because I was thinking they didn't have him there because it happened at registration or something. No, but it happened at a hotel. So I was like, because I knew, yeah, girl. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, why they banned him from that when it had nothing to do with Vogue, but it was a lot of other stuff that happened on the phone call with Keetri and him saying different stuff about Keetri and told him, bitch, kiss my ass and all that kind of stuff like that. You go ahead, I don't know. But they were saying it was watered down what Keetri told us, but it was a little bit more than that. So, and he was under the influence. And Keetri even said, I knew he was drunk because I was getting him drunk. So he thought he was gonna like come to the next day. Oh, and also he said that if I come to the pageant, I'm gonna kill Neo. I'm gonna kill him. Don't come to my pageant with that drama. Y'all should be adults and be able to like not speak to each other, and whatever happened. Y'all should be able to come and like. But if you come, don't do it. Well, I just want to come because if I come, I'm gonna kill him. So that's how he not ended up coming to anything. He didn't come to registration. They said that they was waiting on him to come to registration, and he didn't come. He made the post. Let me find it because Coco had to move around. He made the post explaining exactly what I just said, and in his post, and he also Neil also made a post apologizing for the situation at hand. So with him not being able to give up the title, I think he brought that part on himself, and it didn't have to get to that point because it didn't. It happened between two siblings. Whatever happened, and it happened between them, and it didn't have anything to do with Bo. But once the promoter is trying to call you to rectify the situation of everything, and you go off on him, that's a whole totally different ball game right there. Now you're not finna cuss me out and fuck you and this, that, and the third, and then expect me to give you some money at the end of the night, and you disrespect me and all that kind of stuff like that. But and even Amaya got into it with him after Neo and him had to fight, and they said some things to each other back and forth and this, that, and other. But then they got on the live, and I think they kind of like squashed the beef that they had with each other. I'm not quite sure, but everybody felt like Amaya read Ma'Khia. Amaya didn't really like read Ma'Khia, and she said things that was actually true and stuff that
she read the fuck out of him.
Well, no, she read him because that's stuff that I saw him on the show when he was when he was on the show, and I told him his priorities was fucked up. That's stuff that I told him, and you still doing the same thing. So that that's not no read. But one thing about Ma'Khia owns up to all his shit. Everything he do, he owns up to it. So you can't really say nothing about that. But and he even said himself, he like goes on like a tangent, and then when he do that, he like spazzes out, and then he regret sometimes what he done. You need help. You need help. You need to talk to somebody. So y'all, everybody know about the situation. What you think about it, Trent? Because you was in Memphis.
I was in Memphis, and I heard about it. It's a few things. I don't know how not waking somebody up became such a big problem. That confuses me. Like, I shouldn't have to wake you up. You got a phone. Everybody got iPhones and some type of phone. You got an alarm clock on your phone, so you could have alleviated that. But
if you was in a hotel, they got the people can call you.
They give you a wake up call, to a courtesy wake up call if that's what it is. It was Ma'Khia's weekend. He should have made it about himself and no one else. Another thing, whenever we report Ma'Khia, we're talking about something ill will that he's done. So I think I want us to send him some kind of healing energy, some kind of positive energy, because that's evident that something is disconnected with him. Mm-hmm. It's evident that something is deep. It's so deep that that's the only way he know how to move, and the only way he know how to operate is in that kind of mess. You know what I'm saying? What's the undergird? I don't know. But I would love for us, to send up some prayers for old boy. Hold him in a regard that whatever reprobation is in his mind can be healed one day. Whatever problems that he faced that he can't get over from whether it's childhood or adulthood, whatever he's been through, whatever he can't get over, I hope that one day he thinks enough of himself to go get some type of help to help and aid him through his life, that he don't always have to be in these type of situations.
Child, well, people are aware of what they do. And he's aware of what he's doing. And something, like I said, some things is a fetish and you have fun. So you ain't gotta stop doing what you do. Just be a grown man about certain situations. But that situation didn't even have to happen. That was stupid. That was very stupid. You
King,
know,
we need help daily. We need help daily.
Neil, what you got to say? And no, we're not bringing him on because he already did a live with somebody, and so you know, I don't know if he explained on it with them or whatever, but no, we don't need to bring him on. Neil, what you think?
It's oof. Okay. I think the situation was kind of blown out of proportion. I think it's a situation that none of us should know about, because if two friends or brothers are getting into an incident or a fight and what
It should have stayed there.
None of us should know about this situation at all. I think it was petty on both, or whoever brought it out to the people or gossip about it, X, Y, and Z. Because if these are two friends, brothers who had a moment, they just had a moment. It should not have blown up to where it went to me. And like Trent or somebody was saying, if it's really about somebody waking you up and then making a comment about your father or something, it sounds so stupid to me. It sounds so petty. It sounds so juvenile. It sounds like something that even my students in high school would not be even arguing about. It's just so ridiculous to me. Like, the whole situation is ridiculous, and I shouldn't know about this situation at all. I just shouldn't know about it. That's how I feel.
Dominique, go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything to say. Go ahead.
Because it just baffled me that it even got out, because it happened at a hotel. And only 3 people was there. Lavelle, Neo, and Makai. It's some tea up in there somewhere. So we ain't gonna get that. Y'all ain't telling that. Yeah, because it can't be about you gonna be with your dead dad. Oh, you feel some type of way about that? Yeah, he dead.
No shame.
You said you gonna slap on my dead daddy. You gonna be what your dead daddy is. You come over here. Oh, okay. Well, you go get him. Okay, well, girl. Oh, and you come in here. Okay. Now we done fought. Now, girl, come on, let's go to the page.
You know, because the thing is, I have kids who have gotten into each other down the back. I have kids that put out knives on other people, but it's never got out to social media or public. And these are people that the pageant community knows. But why would that even be put out there? Why would I even put out that narrative? Because some things are not meant for everybody to know.
You came across my fax machine, I posted it.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, how many of us, when we say brothers and sisters and X, Y, Z, how many of you guys? I used to fight with my brothers and sisters growing up. I used to fight with people, so I wouldn't. It's just not something that's put out
all
there.
the time, but everything ain't for social media, and I keep telling them, if it hit the social media, we talking about it. We gonna talk. Keisha said, Trevor, I'm the promoter, so if you wasn't there, don't go by what was said. So you know, I just think it's all.
And I hate he did really a really great job reigning for this system, and I hate that it ended in that. You know, I wish he would have got a chance to give up, because he really did a good job. You know who you got as a king. You know what I'm saying? You know who it is. This ain't surprising. Even when the promoter went live, he talked about so many instances that he done something that was unruly, you know, and he kept him alone. You know what I'm saying? That says that it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're going to accept me for whatever I do. You know, so he had a bad moment and he didn't get a chance to give up his title, which is, when it boils down to it, it's his fucking fault.
It's his fault.
You know what I'm saying?
You should throw your ass over there.
It's his fault. But, you know, there's this thing called grace. Everybody don't have to have it for you.
I wasn't going to say nothing, but I just kind of wanted to just piggy off of what Trent said. I just think that, like, honestly speaking, I was my king too, and we had our own little situation, and we haven't talked in quite some time. However, he is a great person. He's a human being, and we all have ways. We all have skeletons, demons. We all go through stuff. One thing I know about him is that he loves this art form, and it shows in the way that he treats his queens, the way that he promotes his systems. This pageantry is his escape from whatever it is that he is going through in his personal life. And he really invests a lot. And for him not to give up the pageant, I know really crushed him because, like Trent said, he really did have a great year and he puts a lot into this. So if nothing else, like, I do want to also, you know, just send a beacon of hope and, you know, some positivity his way. If he is watching this, we have, like I said, we haven't talked in a very long time, but like the love is going to always be there. It might be from a distance, but I know what it is that he puts into this shit and how much he loves it. And we don't give people enough grace, you know, to like, you know, because
let me tell you this. I love my as a person. When I see him, we have a good time together and stuff like that. But you know, there are things that he do, and like Kenya just said, don't he read most of his claims?
But all of his mistakes have been all of his mistakes have been things that have happened in private that have been put out in public. That fight should have not been put out. His personal sexual endeavors should have not been put out. These are things that have. It's not like it's not like he put it on OnlyFans.
That's why they should have been put out, Trinity. Let me tell you why. Because they weren't done in his domain. They were done in other people's domain. And those actions were recorded on their camera in their home where they pay rent, where he don't pay rent, that he stay at, and he's staying there on borrowed time. And so therefore,
I understand what you're saying, but to be fair, the same situation happened. The same what Amaya said in the post was accurate.
Go to commercial break. I gotta go to work, and we gotta talk some stuff.
Paprika's not a fucking seasoning.
Oh, what is it?
So what is it?
It's a decoration. You know that you don't taste it when you eat your potato salad. You don't taste it. It just makes it look pretty. That's
just
all.
a food decoration?
Yeah, that's all.
So they don't know how to make potato salad.
They don't know how to make potato salad. Anytime she said that's too much seasoning. Girl, that ain't even no seasoning.
Right.
That ain't even no seasoning. So that lets me know your ass don't know how to fucking cook.
But for sure.
Before you gossip about me, rub your coochie and sniff your hand, sis. You got bigger fish to fry.
Flies me out and we go shopping and I'm flued out. I'm getting flued out and I'm comfortable enough to go out of town with him and stay with him. Bitch, I'm getting fucked and I'm sucking some dick. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. That's a date. That is a vacation. Like nobody don't want to fly you out just be around your little stink ass. Like who the fuck do you think you is, bitch? Don't get flued out if you don't want to suck no dick. I personally love to suck dick and I'm going out of town. And for them 3 days, that's my man for them 3 days. That's my boyfriend. And then bitch, I'm going home. I might not talk to you no more. But bitch, you're my man for the 3 days. We're fucking and I'm sucking. And that's that.
You never made out with nobody in the club before?
No.
Never?
No.
I wish that for you, though.
I don't trust people's mouths like that. I would have to get to know you a little bit.
So you're saying I probably shouldn't have made out with people during the pandemic in the club?
Oh, no, honey. You shouldn't have done that. Did you get sick? Yep. See?
I did catch strep.
Oh!
And I caught COVID afterwards.
Oh, both of them back to back?
It was in June.
So you got strep and COVID from the same person?
No, it was like...
Pride! Because you was out lollygagging?
And it was girls, though. I was kissing
girls!
Hey, you can be that bitch, but you post it, you gonna be a single bitch. By yourself, bitch, lonely bitch. Sad bitch, crying bitch.
So what makes you think you don't need to be that way?
One fish, two fish, sad bitch, I'm gonna get a new bitch.
That is hilarious.
Because paprika ain't no seasoning. It's a decoration.
Okay.
It's a decoration. Y'all know that.
Paprika. Oh, child. I had to go to do something. Let me see where I'm finna start at, child. Because I don't even know what I was. See, that's why I don't like getting up from the table. Good question. Do you think people who transition from male to female or vice versa should seek therapy before altering their bodies? Dominique?
I think it's helpful. Or at least I know it was for me. Because I learned a lot of stuff about myself in my past that I didn't realize were issues. And with this life being as difficult as it is, I think it really helps when you are a whole and complete person. So then whatever hangups or whatever triggers you prior to, you'll be able to deal with all of the things that you're going to deal with later on.
I agree. I didn't seek therapy before, but I don't have only thing that I altered on my body was my breast, and so this bad shape is mine. So but I do think that before you alter your body, you should, because that's something that you could be stuck with for the rest of your life, or you're gonna be coming out of a whole lot of money trying to get it taken out. So that's why I say, don't let people influence you to do things. Make sure that this is what you want. This is something that you got to deal with for the rest of your life. And even if you get it taken out, you still gonna have to deal with that, after the fact. Make sure that this is what you want to do with your life. And it is your life. Do what you want to see fit for it. But, take care of your life. It ain't like you can get another one. What you think about that, Trent?
Good for you, Corrupt.
Yes, I definitely think it should be a prerequisite to alter your body, because like you said, you can make some decisions and some choices in life that later you can regret. I know of trans women who regret their transitions, but they roll with it because they don't feel like they can do anything differently. But ultimately, what we're doing in this life, we're going through this life and we're trying to find our true happiness. We'll make a lot of mistakes along the way, trying to find our true happiness and who we really want to be and what we really want to be. So I think we can make mistakes, but I do think that we should seek some kind of counsel before we make life-altering decisions about our body and potentially your health.
And let me just say that when I went to therapy, it wasn't about them telling you what to do. It was more so helping you find a place of awareness to understand why you were doing what you were doing, and making and to help you understand, whether you're doing it for the right reasons or not. So it's not so much I'm saying, oh, I don't think you should do this or you should do this. I think it's just a place of helping you be aware of why you're doing it and your intentions in doing it. And just make sure that you want to be whole making this type of decision, because so many of us have committed suicide.
I agree.
So I feel that therapy is needed in everything that we do. I believe everyone should see a therapist, because everyone is working through something in their lives. And if someone chooses to alter their body, if you don't feel comfortable going to a therapist, I do think you need somebody who is going to not only be supportive to you, but give you the pros and cons of the situation. Tell you the good, the bad, the ugly of whatever situation you're going through. Because some people might not want to go to a therapist, but you need a friend or an ally who's gonna give you the pros and cons of whatever decision that you plan on making. And maybe girls back in the 90s, early 2000s, maybe they didn't feel therapy was even an option for them. But now it's just so many resources that people can go through. And I know people feel I know what I want to do with my body, X, Y, and Z, but you still need to talk it out with someone.
The decisions that I made, I did think long and hard before I did make them, and even the decisions that I make now, I think long and hard about, bless you. Ooh, bless you. And y'all know my baby sneezing, girl. And so, I think, it's your life that, you're dealing with. Like I said, it's not a car. you know, is not, you know, clothes and materialistic. It's your life. You know, this is stuff that you have to like really make decisions on and careful decisions on it. And that's for young trans people, anybody. You know, it's serious decisions made in your life. Have you ever lied on someone or told something about them to make them look bad because you wanted to get ahead or you wanted something from them? I never did that before. I ain't never had to do that.
I mean, not that I want something from somebody, but I'm sure I've had a moment in my life where I didn't like a person, so I said something that happened that was probably not in their best interest. But I'm not sure if I did it because I wanted to get ahead of it. Yeah, I just said because I was reading.
Now I probably read somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't not to get ahead, and it ain't got nothing to even do with you. I just like no. And but you know what I have learned though in that is you never know the relationship that somebody else has with that person. So when somebody says something about them or whatever, even if I do know, I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, because like, are me and you even friends like that to be discussing this person, like, you know?
Yeah. But you know, sometimes if I really feel like being petty and I know that you're friends with the person, I already know that you're going to say something to the person. I already know that you're going to. So I'm going to say it to you. If I know that you are friends with Red and I read Red to you, in my mind, I already know that. Like, it's certain people that like when I was younger and still tonight, like still recently, if I want something to get out, I ain't got to tell people. I would tell certain people, and those people will spread the gossip. So
if I write a check for you, you can cash it.
Well, Trinity, you been on a show where you had to lie, cheat, and steal and borrow. Have you ever done something to lie on somebody to get ahead in something? Or
not that I could think of off the top of my head. I too don't feel like I would have had to. I think again, like if you're reading somebody, you might say something or like repeat something back that you might not have complete valid facts on, but nothing like to be malicious or, you know, down anybody, no.
Dominique?
No, I did it when I was in school, but not really as an adult. No, really, because listen, this is a true story. This is a true story. There was this cute boy in our class, right? And so this girl that I was friends with, he wanted to date her. So I wrote a note and gave it to him. And it was saying stuff like, I don't like you. I think you're ugly. And he gave her. Because in my mind, I thought I was going to
your boyfriend. You thought you was going to go with him.
Baby.
Girl, see. I ain't to get it. No.
When I was little, that was elementary school, but I haven't done it as an adult.
You are sitting on the couch and your significant other's phone is on the table. They are out of the room. A text message comes through and says, "Hey, sexy, I can't wait to see you later." Do you go through their phone? Do you wait for them to come back and ask them about it? Do you say anything, or do you kick ass and ask questions later?
The fuck wrote that?
Trinity. Hey, Flame.
I would ask about it. And then just kind of get a response, because I mean, there could be nobody possibly texting you saying, "Hey, sexy, can't wait to see you later," you know, especially, you know. So I would ask about it and just kind of see where the response go, and then you follow suit after that. But I've never just want to pick up a phone and go through it and stuff. I just feel like you open the Pandora's box.
Dominique.
Well, I can't say that I've never gone through a phone because I definitely have.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've grown from that place. But yeah, I would definitely ask, because the thing about it is that with some of my friends, like even like say if I was sending Trent a message, I would probably say something like that to him, but it wouldn't be no sexual thing behind it. But if I think he's an attractive person, I may say something like that.
Yeah.
But before y'all have gone through a phone, child, and it backfired.
To be honest, I don't fuck with phones. The phones to me are off limits. I don't want to see what's going on in there. But what I would do is probably hide his keys, so he couldn't go nowhere, right? And if he start panicking and really trying to find his keys really tough to leave, then you'll know everything you need to know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I ain't fucked up about it either, because he probably is going to be sexy, and he probably can't wait to see him gone.
Yeah. Because I can't say that I ain't had no boyfriend, like had exes or people who like text me inappropriately when I was dating people, and it was like that wasn't the initial conversation, but how they started it. If you would have saw that, you would have been like, "What the fuck?" And it's like, no, ain't nothing going on. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do not go through phones like at all. Like we just don't do it, and it's. I talked to this one guy who we are kind of around the same people playing cards, and somebody is like sent us both the same text message, and we like just like literally would be like laying on the couch and watching TV or something, and somebody would send us both the same text message. But that's the only way I would know. But I'm never going through anybody's phone.
Yeah,
because dudes are gonna be dudes.
Bitch, I'm naive.
And women are gonna. I mean, people are gonna be people. If you want to do something, you're gonna do it. So me looking at your phone, me doing all this, I'm not doing all that.
I'm not gonna mess my night up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look through the phone. And first of all, if you say I'm sitting on the couch and the phone go off and I see it, and if I can pop it open, I'm gonna pop it open. Trust me, I'm gonna pop it open, and I'm just gonna. And if it say that, I'm gonna look for the history of of that.
I'll pass you your phone if I'm close.
Well, no, they're not there. Let me see what it say. Oh no, they out in the room. A text message come through and say, "Hey, sexy, I can't wait to see you later."
That's good. I mean, somebody think your man sexy.
I mean, but that's granted, if you're in a relationship, it isn't an inappropriate text for somebody to send. Depending on who it is, yeah, I'm going to question you and say, who is this? Now,
I'm going to say, who is this?
Yeah, who is this? Now, if you say, oh, this is so-and-so, or this is because no, like, bitch, it got to be an ex or somebody, like, trying it. Like,
yeah,
no
if I pick it up and it just happened to open up, I'm gonna see if y'all got some history. So I'm gonna start reading the text messages. Because it say, hey, sexy, first of all.
But do you really want to know the truth?
No.
Because I don't want to know the truth.
No, bro.
Don't mess up my night.
Fuck up my house.
Well, I don't know.
Don't mess up my night. Don't mess up my day. Whatever you're doing, be smart with it. Do your shit. Keep it away from me. Just don't come messing up my fucking day with this dumb shit.
Well,
you're not gonna mess up.
That's what you're you're fucked up by them saying, "Hey, sexy." That was the fuck up right there. And so don't text me inappropriate things. I got a man. Don't text me, "Hey, sexy," and all that kind of stuff. Text me, "Hey, how you doing? I can't wait to see you later." Or say, "What's up? What you doing later?" Or whatever. "Hey, friend."
Again, you all mad. You all mad because they saying, "Hey, sexy, I can't wait to see you."
No,
later.
I ain't say I was mad. I said, "Who is this?"
For them. Then when you finally open up the text message, it's Sophia McIntyre seeing they still coming to the show.
That you say that's Sophia McIntyre. Sophia McIntyre ain't got no business with your number.
But they real upset now because now, bitch, because they insecure because now they going off on you. You cheating on me with Sophia fucking McIntyre.
Oh god.
See, there y'all go.
Like that's what I'm saying. Don't look at the phone. I mean, because you're bringing yourself more drama and things that you really don't want to deal with. So I don't even. No.
No,
I rather live with my. I rather live with. I rather live with my love bubble.
I want to deal with it so you can go on deal with it, and we can go and deal with it separately. Because if you got to go over there, truth, I'm just saying flat out, I'm sick of that. No, if not, when they finna come over here to see us, or they finna come over here to see us.
Well, more than likely,
because that should have been a group. That should have been a group. That should have been a group text.
Y'all somebody, if we go looking for shit, we go find. Yeah. Because they should be saying, "Hey, sexy" to your ass. Who is that?
Somebody told the news said, "I've checked phones and broken several." So it is what it is.
Like, no, who the fuck is that? I ain't finna sugarcoat shit. This my man. Somebody said, "Hey, sexy." Am I gonna see you? Where you going?
Or even better, I'ma hold the conversation for you. Yeah. Matter of fact, just come to the house.
Way. What's the address? Where you want me to meet you at?
Yeah, just come to the house.
Let me tell you.
Come on, let's take a ride. We're gonna go get something to eat.
But a lot of y'all be in that, oh, we talking, oh, that's my little friend, we date. Y'all don't want to acknowledge this, like how close the relationship is. Oh, that's my lover. So
you don't want to acknowledge the significance of it. But this said,
oh, we just talking.
This didn't say this was your date, because I don't go through none of the date phones. The date phones be going off over here. They grinders go off when they over here. I ain't say you going over there when you leave here or none of that. So, bitch, no.
I'm just gonna be happy my significant other ain't lost his job. He still got money coming in. Our bills ain't behind. Somebody called him sexy and talk about seeing them later. Go see him later then.
Fuck that.
I got 16 hours to do on set tomorrow.
Okay, how about this? You have just met someone a month ago. They can be platonic, romantic, co-worker, or any type of situation. They message you and ask you, "Can I borrow $50 until I get paid?" What is your response?
Well, I can know somebody for 20 years and not give them $50 because of who they are and your character. So it doesn't matter if it's a month or 20 years, 7 days. I don't care, because it's some people I've known since I first came out that I still wouldn't give a drink to in the club. So.
Baby, I'm not even responding. I'm gonna call you back. I'm not even responding because first of all, I done turned on my notifications on my phone, so you can't tell if I read it or not. And what you need $50 from me for? I'm quite sure you fucked somebody last night.
What they want to charge you?
That's the problem.
My God.
My mother collections told me don't come home with a wet pussy and a dry purse.
Okay, that's what my grandma used to say. It like you can't have no wet pussy and dry purse around him.
No, you can't.
No woman.
And asking me for a coin, baby. Listen, can't none of my children call me and say, "Mama, can you let me?" No, don't you got a boyfriend?
Oh, if you got a boyfriend, friends and brothers and cousins and all these people who have boyfriends,
you just met me a month ago,
and they ask you for a drink. I'm like, bitch, I ain't buying you no drink. I'm not buying. You got a whole man. Don't ask me to buy you nothing. Don't ask me to send you no money. Nothing.
I ain't got a job.
Not a dime.
Look, I just got a new baby. I ain't got it.
Honey.
And especially if it's a date. If it's a date, I definitely ain't got it, bitch. What? But I'm gonna tell y'all this incident one time. So really don't nobody never really asked me to borrow no money. Like they have been lately in this money that they do. But I was at Hamburger Mirrors and one of the guys that worked there had came to me and asked me for $20. And I was like, I was like, oh, okay. And I fell out laughing. He said, why are you laughing? I said, don't nobody ever ask me to borrow no money. He said, I'm gonna give it back to you. I said, no, that's not the point. I'm gonna give it to you. And then Portia walked in and I said, girl, do anybody ever ask me? Now, I've been knowing Portia since I was 14 years old. Have anybody ever asked me to borrow money? Girl, no, ma'am. Bitch, your children don't even ask you to borrow money. I said, girl, okay. She said, who asked you to borrow some money? He did. Did you give it to him? Yeah. Girl, you did. I said, but y'all ain't never asked.
Well, I wish I had I wish I had your testimony because every fucking day somebody hit me with some fucking issue.
But that okay, since I said that, don't mean y'all call me and ask me.
I'm telling you.
I ain't got it for real. Like
now they don't start just requesting the shit on Cash App. Like,
really?
I always need something from me. Always, every single day.
What's the largest amount someone has asked you for?
Huh?
What's the largest amount someone has asked you for? And was it somebody that you really knew?
Yeah, if somebody I really knew. I think the largest amount. I had a cousin ask me, could he borrow $12,000? One time, and I thought it was his most.
He was trying to get out of jail or something.
No, if you're trying to start some type of business. But no one asks for $20. It's $50 and up. Okay, it just makes my motherfucking skin crawl because it's every day and it's so often.
I say nothing either because I get hit with the same thing.
What loan service, Trey son? I want to send them to that same one.
Yeah, people asking for
now. This to clarify, this is a person you just met a month ago. I have friends that like if they need it and they call me, yeah, okay, girl, you know, if I got it, I got you. But like for somebody I just met a month ago, I'm not doing that.
I mean, but I there's been an instance or two where I met somebody who was getting to know them, and then like they were like, "Oh, I'm going through something," and then like I don't know, just in my heart, like I just like, okay, well, I mean, I can send you something, and I have done it, and I've only done it because there were situations to where I was going through it, and I've met people, you know, and I just kind of was like venting, not even asking for shit, and they helped me, and they didn't really know me. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like that's just kind of like if I have it to give, and regardless if you're like, oh, I'm hungry or I need to pay this or pay that, it's not really for me to question you if you're telling the truth or not. If I got it, I can give it.
Sometimes you have those people that I know if you ask me for this, you really, really need it because you don't really need it. Yeah. So those individuals, I'm like, okay, here you go.
That's why I just told Timothy, yeah, you can get it because guess what? I know you're gonna get it back, and you must really need it just if you got because you got a damn good job. So
I also have not given out money with the expectation, and it has to be like huge amounts of money, but I also haven't given it back with the expectation. I mean, giving money out with the expectations of getting it back. When I give out something, I gift it. Because I don't want to put myself in a situation to where I'm looking for it back and I don't get it, and then I'm
if you tell me
definitely but that's just me.
If you tell me, Neil, give me $80 and I'll get back to you next Friday, bitch, I want my $80 next Friday. And when you say, oh, I got $40 back, I don't want that $40. I didn't give you $40. I give you $80. Give me all much.
I know that's right.
That's why certain people, well, with everybody, not certain people, but just like you got to build a credit up with me. So if you ask me for $200, bitch, I'm not giving you that much money. I'm gonna give you $25. And see if you give back my $25 because for $25, I can lose that. $200,
but. And I gagged though that he asked me for $2. I literally like gagged. I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yeah, I need $200 to pay my phone bill." Your phone bill.
Oh no, you don't need to talk. You don't need to talk.
That's an essential.
That's not essential.
Yes, it is.
No,
today.
Guess what? Well, you should have paid it. What did you do with your money? You got a job. It wasn't that essential because you spent your $200 on
Let me tell you,
you don't have.
I tell people all the time.
Some motherfucking phone bill money. I ain't buying something until my bills are paid.
I'm not in the business of supporting.
Well, I don't think nobody asking nobody for no money who if it would be walking up and asking you for money if they didn't think that you were in a situation where you could give it.
Well, I can give it. However,
you don't know if I can.
I work hard. I get up and go to work at 7:30 Monday through Friday to be dealing with these kids and XYZ. So if you didn't got shit, I'm not giving you my money because I'm getting up. I'm doing this show, doing XYZ, and I'm still getting up to be at work at 7:30 in the morning. So I need you to do your part. I'm not giving a grown-ass man who can do things, but they choosing not to. I'm not giving you no money.
Jasmine say, I don't put on wigs to make money just to lend it back out.
Yes.
Yeah, but people also giving you their money voluntarily as well.
They're paying for an experience.
No.
You ain't borrowing it.
That don't always be the case.
You ain't borrowing it.
Walking to the bar.
So each time you
No.
are around a certain person, you know they have a body odor or
I cannot.
Me too, Desiree.
bitch. Some of these questions I tell y'all, they have a body odor or dookie breath. Everyone talks about it, everyone discusses it, but no one ever says anything. Do you feel the person should be told? Hell yes. And if you didn't say nothing, and if that person is constantly being handed mints, and this is just for you out there, if you constantly being handed a mint, that's what the key is, and they just don't want to hurt your feelings. They just keep giving them to you. So take heed that you know, when they say, "Do you want some of this? Child, you want some of this?" You know, always happen. You know, or if you in the dressing room, because a person just had this conversation with me the other day, and they was talking about a certain girl in the dressing room that that happened over the weekend. My friend was on a booking, and the girl had opened up her suitcase, and you know, like what's a child on Charlie Brown, and the stuff just like I always found the particle of smoke.
Pigpen.
She opened it up, and it was just like it just came up out the suitcase, and it just sat in the room. It just sat there, and people were saying stuff. Okay, so y'all know where this is coming from. Don't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody say nothing. And you know, so they said the girl ended up. Everybody, one person said, "Oh, I'm taking myself home tonight," because they usually like take they drag home or whatever. So leave their drag them in the dressing room. Oh, I'm taking all my drag home tonight, and the girl left hers there. So when they got back to work the next day, it was sitting there, just sitting there, honey. So you know, you got the girl. Oh, watch that. Watch that.
That's a hard conversation to have with people too.
That's when you pull them to the side, though. You don't tell them in front of everybody.
Right. Yeah,
You
but
don't
even
tell them in front of
then,
everybody. But that's because you're trying to. They would think you're trying to embarrass them. But if we smell it, you smell it too. So what makes you think that you shouldn't be caught on the spot where you're at?
yeah.
Because
You know what it is?
you either pack that bag or that bag been sitting there the whole entire time. And I ain't gonna say that, but I've been in a situation where we had to tell somebody that's been in the show. Well, how it was told as a group. So they didn't like particularly point out that one person. It was told as a group. You know, it's bad body odor and stuff, and all this, and y'all need to do something about it. So, you know, if it didn't hit you, you know, oh, that wasn't for me. I ain't catching that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, some people just have a natural body odor, and they're just so used to it, they don't realize it.
So at my school, our students who are like our English second language students, like our students from Africa and all these other places, they don't normally do that. So if I come across an entertainer that's from Africa and you got a body odor, then I'm like, okay, I understand. But you from Tampa, Florida, or you St. Louis, I need you to have your shit together.
Yeah. If you ain't around here of the curry descent, you around here smelling like curry, and I know you gotta smell like curry because that's then you know.
I'm not curious. But let me say something. Like Dominique said, some people are immune to the way they smell.
And hold on, Trent. I want to say this. It's just not. I don't want to just pinpoint on drag and people in shows. This is for everybody.
Everybody. Yeah. Some people are immune to the way they smell, and it's not offensive to them. I dated a guy one time who had very musty under the arm, And I just said, ooh, you know, you could do this, that, and he said, you think so? It ain't no problem to me. You know, it was that type of thing. And then he finally got it together and was like, don't that smell better? Like, yeah, it really does. But you'll be surprised what people don't know. I remember, like, a lot of people don't go to the dentist either. You know what I'm saying? You have to get your teeth clean. Getting your teeth clean don't mean brighten them. It means getting those gums scraped. You know, getting out there and getting that plaque off your teeth. All of this stuff, right? Because I remember when I had goals in my mouth, I hadn't really been to the dentist. And I remember being at Continental, and I love Antonio King. I walked up to this guy. Hey, he said, woo. He said, you need to get them goals out your mouth. Your breath ain't right. I mean, he was blatant with my ass. Okay, I said, okay.
He said that for real,
brother.
Yes, he told me. So I was like,
You
no.
can say that to your brother. You know what I'm saying?
And so then later on that night, I think, what's the young lady name? Always Be Done at Continental Plus for the opener. What's her name?
Chili.
Veronica.
Oh.
Victoria?
Yeah. Victoria.
Veronica Castro.
Coco.
Oh, Coco Bacardier.
Coco Bacardier. That same night, I think Coco gave me about 15 peppermints. I said, okay, I get it. When I get back home, I'm getting these fucking goals out of my mouth. I'm getting these fucking goals out of my mouth. I'm getting my shit. I'm getting my fucking gums worked on. I'm getting some new teeth. I'm doing my shit. So I took heed. Because I ain't been being nobody's face, because you got to be cognizant of that, because you're in people's face. I work in people's face. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spray them with my motherfucking breath and then try to put makeup on top of it. You know,
We got a dentist in the house right now. The owner of Mrs. Gay America is in here, Rob. Hey, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob. Oh, Ryan, Rob is a dentist.
Rob is a dentist.
Yes, if your ass to spend $10,000 on a gown, girl, you can go see a dentist. Yes, indeed. I agree, Rob. Yes,
Two sides
indeed.
done at a time.
If you want to go get your body done, that's part of your body too, Jeff.
Sure is, Judge.
Yeah, go work on that. You know,
and your gums could be so fucked up, it can lead to other diseases too. You can fuck around and have heart problems and every goddamn thing just because your fucking breath stink. How that nigga die? His breath was stink.
Your breath was funky.
You need to quit. You need to quit.
That nigga died for bad breath.
On that note, I got to go. Y'all is 10:18.
Okay.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in to Our Point of View. Trinity, you back in Atlanta?
No, I'm still in the UK. I come home
Are
on
you
14th.
still over there in the K, girl? How the show
Oh my
go?
goodness.
Yes, I come home on the 14th, and then I will be doing Miss Black America. So come see me.
Are you near the Wimbledon grounds?
I am in Carlisle right now, which is almost Scotland. But I've been all over the country, literally.
Yeah, it's
Because I was
a
going to tell you to go by Wimbledon, and if you go buy me a towel from Wimbledon and a T-shirt, I will give you your money back.
You want a towel from
A towel and a T-shirt from Wimbledon.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
Dominique is such a huge tennis fan. She liked this tennis. I mean, oh my goodness.
I know she was so excited that Serena had won her little award the other night. Trinity, so how's the show going?
It's going really, really good. I'm really loving this experience because it's not lip syncing. I'm literally speaking and acting and this the 27th show, and it's just allowing me to build my acting chops up, and then it's more comedic. You know, with drag, we always so serious and poised and polished, and I just get to be a clown. So it's really, really fun, and I'm enjoying myself. But I'm ready to come on.
Well, congratulations to you on that, and we can't wait to see you at Black America. Good luck to you at Black America. Thank you for joining us here on Our Point of View as always. You guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Y'all can catch us Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube. Also follow us on our Facebook page. If you want to advertise with us here on Our Point of View, hit me up in my inbox. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I gotta go to work and do some drag shows. They got $4 cocktails over there, and it's the real drink. It ain't the stuff they put by the ice. So guess what? I'm off tomorrow night. It's my child birthday.
See you guys next week.
I love you.
Love you.
I love you guys. Thank y'all guys so much. Thank you, Coco. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ooh, honey. I gotta go. gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Ooh, honey. I gotta go. 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 I gotta go.